Good evening, everyone. It's Tuesday, December 27th, 2011, 5:52 p.m. Pacific Time. These are science breakthroughs in 2011. Cancer vaccines, 3D printing, and more. And I'm going to be going over several of these breakthroughs in this report. Okay, this first one is dated December 20, 2011. It's called Sludge That Saves. MIT researchers designed a new lithium-ion battery that could eventually allow electric cars to compete with gasoline vehicles by transforming the solid active components of a conventional battery to semi-solid sludges that can be pumped through the system. The size of batteries can be cut in half. This leaner and less expensive battery design could someday replace the large, heavy, and expensive batteries that currently power electrical cars. Next. This is dated December 20, 2011. And it's by Allison Snyder. Faster than the speed of light. According to the laws of the universe, nothing can move faster than the speed of light. But in September, physicists at the European Organization for Nuclear Research reported that elusive subatomic particles called neutrinos did exactly that and broke the ultimate speed limit. The claim sparked a widespread and heated debate among physicists. Many of them are skeptical of the result because it hasn't been independently verified. Another experiment that will send neutrinos from Chicago to the U.S.-Canadian border is being planned in order to try and settle the dispute. If neutrinos are found to break a fundamental law of physics, it could have tremendous implications. Physicists would have to alter the laws of physics to account for the strange behavior of neutrinos, or even consider the bizarre but less likely possibility that time is moving in reverse. Okay, next. This is by Allison Snyder again, December 20, 2011. Okay, Watson Wins is what it's called. Watson, IBM's supercomputer, tapped its library of millions of books, newspaper articles, and academic journals to beat former Jeopardy champions in February. Previously, computers couldn't handle the nuances of human language, a task that is far more complicated than beating you at chess on your iPhone every morning. Watson won by using dozens of algorithms working in parallel to find associations between words and to determine their meaning in a particular context. The victory demonstrated how advances in processing, memory capacity, and our understanding of natural human language can be combined to help make sense of the troves of data we are generating. The game is over, but Watson is still at work. Where? Here's your clue in the data deluge category. The U.S. spends about twice as much on this as other countries, but gets far lower quality and less efficiency. What is healthcare? Watson will scour healthcare records and medical textbooks to help health insurer WellPoint diagnose and treat patients. Okay, and that was... We'll go next. This is by Allison Snyder again. And this was dated December 20, 2011. It's called New Earth. NASA recently announced it found an Earth-like planet that could harbor life. Kepler 22b, 600 light-years away from Earth, is orbiting a star similar to our Sun at a distance similar to our orbit. The new planet is almost 2.5 times the size of Earth and has an average temperature of 72 degrees, meaning there could be water and therefore life out there. This is by Allison Snyder again, and it is dated December 20, 2011. Cancer vaccines. A slew of new vaccines that employ a patient's own defense system to attack cancer may be our best bet yet for curing the disease. In a study published this year, researchers took immune cells from 3 leukemia patients and added genes that instructed them to attack cancerous cells. When they re-injected the cells into the patients, they eradicated the cancer, or irradiated the cancer. Eradicated the cancer. Crucially, the engineered cells also produced a reserve of immune cells with a memory for the cancer, which the immune system could deploy if it reappears. Drugs for prostate cancer and melanoma are already on the market, and others are being developed for lung, brain, kidney, and pancreatic cancers. The treatments are expensive and there are side effects and risk, but some scientists believe vaccines may ultimately treat and, more importantly, cure cancer. By Alison Schneider, December 20, 2011. A Hint of Higgs. One of the universe's deepest mysteries is what gives matter, everything from planets to bacteria, its mass. In the 1960s, physicists predicted the existence of a subatomic particle that imparts mass to matter, but the existence of the so-called Higgs boson, or particle, has never been confirmed. Earlier this week, researchers at the European Organization for Nuclear Research reported they caught a glimpse of it. The recent observation falls short of a formal discovery because the signal wasn't seen enough times to verify it wasn't just from other particles. But importantly, two separate experiments detected the same signal, which raises confidence that they are indeed seeing it. If they are, it could answer a long-standing and fundamental question about how the universe works. This is by Alison Schneider, dated December 20, 2011. 3D printing. And that's a YouTube video right there. Click here to print your lampshade. In 2011, three-dimensional printing came to the masses. Long used to manufacture industrial prototypes, 3D printers use digital information to create 3D objects in a single process with a single machine. By depositing metal or plastic layer by layer, the printers build the object of one's desire. Tens of thousands of people are already designing everything from sake sets and cookie cutters to sculpture and jewelry using the 3D printing service. It's called Shapeways. Fast, cheap, and reliable, 3D printing may soon be out of control. Next. It's by Alison Schneider, December 20, 2011. Genetic screening. Matern IT21, a non-invasive prenatal test for Down syndrome, launched in several U.S. medical centers in October. Instead of removing cells from the amniotic fluid surrounding a fetus from the placenta and running the risk of miscarriage, the new test uses a small amount of the mother's blood, which carries DNA from the fetus. Other similar procedures are likely to be introduced in the next year and in the future may allow screening for other diseases. Ethicists' eyebrows are already raising with the advent of easier methods for gathering genetic information. This is by Alison Schneider, December 20, 2011. Tissue-engineered retina. In April, Japanese researchers reported they grew an entire synthetic mouse retina from embryonic stem cells. It is the most complex biological tissue grown from scratch so far. In the experiment, scientists coaxed embryonic stem cells to develop into retina cells, then organize themselves into three-dimensional retinas. These synthetic structures could help researchers study eye diseases and develop possible treatments. And if human cells can be coerced into creating retinas, they could provide a source of cells that could be transplanted to repair or replace tissue damaged from degenerative eye diseases. This is by Allison Schneider, December 20, 2011. Myriad in the Mekong. The World Wildlife Fund said more than 200 new species of plants, reptiles, fish, birds, and mammals were discovered in Southeast Asia in 2011. Rapid development and climate change are threatening the biodiversity of the greater Mekong subregion where the species were found, prompting calls for government protection of the species. In October, the WWF declared the Javan rhinoceros extinct in Vietnam, and that would be a bird. I'm pretty sure that's the bird right here. Allison Schneider, December 20th, 2011. The Minds Movie. That's a YouTube video. Picture this. Scientists reconstructed the moving images in people's minds by measuring their brain activity as they watch movie clips. First, they decoded the brain signals and created a catalog that associated brain patterns with what people were watching on the screen. The computer then compared that to a library of 5,000 hours of YouTube video to predict the brain's activity when watching a particular video. The clips that the computer deemed the most likely ones that a person watched were finally merged to reconstruct the original image they saw. In the future, the technology could be used to decipher what people who aren't able to communicate if they are in a coma or have a neurodegenerative disease, for example, are seeing. Okay, folks, and I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to put a link at the video. Oh, wait a minute. There's one more. Sorry, folks. Got a little ahead of myself. Let's go to the... Let's see. Is that it? Oh, no. That's it. That's it, folks. Okay. That is it. And I covered all, I believe, 10 of these little reports. Okay. These are real interesting science breakthroughs, I must say. And this is a video you can come back and click on this and watch the video on vision reconstruction. Should be very interesting. Thanks for watching. Much love. Pink out.